Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So I've had this channel now for about 5 years, and since I started out I decided I was going to make as much stuff as possible out of reclaimed wood that I could find on the side of the road, in skips, bins, free wood. The cost of wood in the last 5 years or so has skyrocketed in the UK, so I thought, why not try to use your imagination to make the most of wood that people don't want. So since then I've developed a few little techniques, and I've got some experience in how to break pallets up, for example, and remove fixings from scrap wood. So when you find wood, it tends to have a lot of fixings in it, and it can be quite daunting if you're new to this to remove those fixings. So in this video I'm going to show you the tools that I use and recommend to remove fixings from scrap wood, and hopefully you might learn a thing or two. And if you've got anything that you want to add, any of your own techniques, please feel free to do so in the comment section. So I've been storing quite a lot of wood in my plastic Keta 6x4 shed. That works great for storing all of the wood that I find thrown out, a lot of pallet wood, things like that. I've also got some outdoor storage for it too. You can never have enough free wood, I say. And recently I found this wood from a house that was doing a renovation, and I got all of these fixings out of it. This is a good example of what you might find in wood that you find thrown out. There's some cut nails, really big ones, big screws, big bent nails, and there's even coach screws in there. And in pallets you'll just get lots of ring nails. So really need to get these out. An impact driver, I would say, is one of the most important tools, because here you can see some of these screws are quite easy to get out, but there's some really stubborn ones that have got stuck in there because they've got a bit rusty and the wood's dried out. So they're really good for hammering out fixings, and it prevents the head of the screw from chewing up. If you use a normal drill, they tend to chew up, and an impact driver tends to hammer them out better. As you can see here, this one is really stubborn, but eventually it came out. Here's a pallet breaker. I've had this since I started the channel. It's really useful. Once you buy one, you never have to buy another one. And they're really good at breaking up pallets. They won't break up any pallet, but these ones with the sort of skids along the bottom, they pop the slats off really easily. You can also use a jack for stubborn boards on other pallets. Here's a crowbar. I've got a couple of crowbars, a smaller one like this, and then a nice big one to offer plenty of leverage when you're ripping out those big nails. And the end is good for getting under awkward bits of wood and prying them apart, separating them. I like to do this on the floor, get over the top of it to get sort of the maximum amount of leverage. There's one of those cut nails. And you can see they're great for prying apart wood as well. So I'll leave Amazon links to most, if not all, of the tools that you see in this video if you're interested in buying your own tools to start out this process. Pry bars are the next tool. These come in all shapes and sizes, great for all different types of nail head and screw head. They get into really awkward spots and just make your job a lot easier. This one's got a wide base, so it doesn't damage the wood when you're pulling out the nails. And hammers, so a lump hammer or a larger hammer like this one, and also a claw hammer for clawing out nails.
These lump hammers are really good with bigger fixings. You can see here I've got it on 2 pieces of wood so that there's clearance underneath, and then I can bash out the nail. Pliers, I've got a good selection of pliers, but in particular I like to use these sort of bent tipped pliers. I've had these years, and some of these claw shaped pliers for ripping out nails. And you can see here just how useful these ones are for awkward little staples.
Okay, so that is about it for this video then. So there's a lot of my sort of tips, techniques, tools I use on how to prepare the wood. There are other methods such as you can use a magnet to check if there's any metal left in your wood. I haven't really got round to doing that for some reason, and I've dulled quite a few blades when I've hit the odd nail in wood. Really, I need to get round to doing that, checking wood with a magnet. Of course, there are other ways you can do things. Please feel free to leave comments on your methods so that everybody can share the information and learn, because I think there's a lot of useful free wood out there to be used, and wood is very expensive to buy. So if you can get your hands on wood and you can quickly process it, get all the nails and bits of metal out of it ready to use, then why not? So if you did find this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.